Since you last saw me, I've won a Woman of the Future award. Within 48 hours of winning the awards, we got over 500 inquiries and just took our business to a completely other level. Well, we've gone from 2 or 3 sales a week to 2 or 3 sales a day minimum, so it's been fantastic. Is it a standard straight stairs or will you be requiring a dog leg?
The book is finished, so I've sent it to the publishers, and will be available in late September, early October in all major bookshops, online, Amazon, pretty much anywhere. So you'll be able to go onto the Routledge website and you can pre-book to pre-order your copy for September.
Bit more green goo? Still obviously juggling, looking after Gwen during the day, but it's been quite busy on the work front. Without looking for it, I've had quite a few approaches for work. I have to limit the amount of work that I do within my maternity pay period to 10 days, so I've just had to be mindful of how much I do overall.
I'm still earning my money at the gym. I teach classes and still lifeguard. I've decided that I'm not going to pay myself for probably the next 6 months to a year. I mean, we are looking at possibly training up and having our own fitters, stair-steady fitters. That would be, a really good use of the money and really help us expand. So if by not paying myself for the next 6 months to a year, we can expand a little bit more, then, that's wonderful.
So, looking at the 10th of February, yep, the 10th's fine, just checking our diary. We're just coming towards the end of our second year. The first year we had about 60 bookings, now we're looking at, in the second year, about 90 bookings. That means that I've got other practitioners going out and they're doing workshops, which frees me up to be in the office, booking other people in, marketing, and doing other things to kind of drive the business forward. It's kind of interesting how things evolve, because 2 years ago I'd have never thought I'd have been at the stage I am now, and when you start a business you really realise that things just come in, like the book and the teacher training days and then employing other staff, all these things I'd never envisaged.
My tax for the year 2008-2009 was due at the end of January this year, 31st of January. I've completed it, hurrah, and that's been settled and paid for. I'd kept quite good records in terms of expenses, which can amount up to an awful lot of receipts, but I put those all in order, so it was less of an arduous process this time round. And I have a separate work savings account, which I use pretty much exclusively for tax reasons, so that I know I have a little pot ready.
I suppose my priorities have changed. I've started to view the business in a different way, looking more at, the values of the business and why have I set up this business, why am I doing it, who am I here to help.
Hello, Ruth is it?
Yes, it is.
Come on in.
I want to be very much a people business and focus around the customers. When I first started off, I thought I had to have a corporate image. I thought, that was the way forwards. But for me, it's about the customers. It's about being personal.
I think the best thing about the idea is the fact of the feeling of safety.
Mm.
You feel so secure.
As to plans for the future, myself and my other half are looking to move somewhere a bit more rural. Ideally we'd look for a place with an extra room that I could use for an office for Dr. Noel Associates. So I hope that DNA, as it's called, will go on to full strength in the future and I can continue working on a part-time basis, perhaps a little bit more once Gwen gets older.
In the first year or two you always have those nights where you just think, oh, I just want to go back to something stable, and what happens if everything goes wrong. I think everyone who's setting up a new business has that, but you just have to kind of really look at the long-term picture and just think, if I just keep going and I keep working hard, you're going to get the rewards. And I think you have to look at it that in the first year or two you don't necessarily get the rewards, but they're going to come in the future. I think that's important.